Welcome to Align Trading, taking a look at Friday's SPY recap as well as live trades taken before going over what to be looking for next week. So first thing in the morning on Friday, I explained that we were still watching this 5-day moving average right here, and in order to short it, we would have to be below. So right here, we were not below when we opened the day. You can see this long wick right here, which gave us this move up, and I'm going to explain that now right here within the structure. So I said if we are going to go down, look for this head and shoulder below the moving average right here, right? The moving average is resistance, see it go down to the next level right here. On Thursday's video, I put this as the thumbnail because there was a massive trap sitting right here while everyone was preparing to short this and expecting it to fall off a cliff. We understood that until the 5-day moving average has officially been lost, we can easily form this inverse head and shoulder right here along with this cup and handle and fill another cup, and that is exactly what we did. Here at the bottom, we also see this blue tapering algorithm right here, and we also have this orange controlled selling. Once it breaks out of the orange controlled selling right there and the blue with this inverse head and shoulder, that is why you can see that move up. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about the microstructure right here. Very early into the open, we have this strong purple buying continuation right here that we can see continues throughout the day here. Now there's also this yellow and the blue controlled selling algorithms that control us on the way up we see right here, and within them you could have taken these head and shoulder entries that you see right here each time. Many times within these algorithms there are plenty of those trades. Now, if you didn't catch any of these and you were waiting for a larger retracement, which I personally was, and I didn't end up actually taking any trades till right here. Now, the only reason for that is I was expecting a little bit more of a pullback than just these ones that we have right here. You can see I was expecting, maybe something into here like that or here and then like that, but they were just a little too shallow and I was waiting for a deeper one, and you can see we start to get it right here, and I'm about to explain that. So with this move going straight up right here, I explained to members to be watching for it to complete this cup right here, and if so, look for some sort of inverse shoulder or a handle right here, and that is exactly what we got with that deeper pullback I was waiting for, and it created this amazing trade right here. Like I'm saying, and I'm explaining here, if you missed trades in this move up, it's okay. Just wait for a larger pullback. There will be another entry. There's no need to chase the top right here. Now, after we started to see some tapering, I explained to be watching for this possible inverse cup and handle if we formed it right here below this shoulder, but we never got below that shoulder. And this handle right here, you can see there is never an inverse, just a regular head and shoulder like that to give us that downside move. And instead what we have here is this yellow controlled selling algorithm with the blue, and it gives us this inverse head and shoulder entry right here once we got back above this, and this is where I actually take my first trade and end up getting this move up right here. Now, like I was mentioning with that handle and waiting for that cup to fill right here, that is exactly what we did, and we see it creates that move up exactly like we were looking for within the yellow controlled selling and the orange and blue right there. That's the 3 levels of tapering and exactly what we look for on the entry. So after waiting all those hours, finally got that pullback and the one trade that I was looking for, and you see that's all you need, just that one good trade. Now you also have to understand this purple buying continuation like I explained here. This is why we have this move up right here. You can see when this purple buying continuation comes in, we get a nice move up. Even if you go back down here, right, you see the purple buying continuation right here. You can see it right here, same way, right? This looks very similar. And again, it has a similar sell off, right? Now we see this sell off at the end of the day here, and I explained you have to be careful of it because of all of this liquidity on the way down right here if we do want to grab it. And you can see that's exactly what happened with this top right here. We started to form, right, that resistance, and then boom, we get that quick move down right here, which was pretty aggressive and grabbed all of that liquidity that was available right there. Now, to see this continue higher, I explained we would need to see this yellow and blue controlled selling right here form an inverse head and shoulder, but we never formed it right here. You can see we never came back up to this shoulder. Even if we dug deeper, like I explained, we needed to see it form that shoulder back up here, and right here, this cup and handle fails. There is no entry right here. There is no reason to, and instead, you could have taken this handle right here for this like that, but I did not even take this trade. I was all done for the day, and I did not catch this selling continuation, but that was a trade available. So now I'm going to go over what to be watching next week, and then also talk about that sell off here at the end of the day and what that could mean. So right here, we do have this inverse cup forming, right? If we do see a bounce forming some sort of resistance, that is possible, or we can once again create this inverse cup all the way back down to this 5-day moving average right here, you can see, and from there, we will want to see this green algorithm with a head and shoulder at that 5-day moving average to give us that dump, while also completing this larger inverse cup you can see with a possible maybe shoulder right here or something like that, right, in order to give us that move below this 5-day moving average. Now what could happen here also is we form another sort of handle right here, and we form something like this off of that 5-day moving average again and continue moving higher like that. We are still within this green algorithm right here, but you can see if this does break right here with all of this liquidity, that is how we can get this move down, eventually targeting this 20-day moving average that is trying to catch up as well before again another bounce and something like that, or we do continue lower, moving like that and taking out this way up. The key here for this going down is this white algorithm right here, is we want to see this eventually grabbing that liquidity off of that white and that green algorithm instead of forming the controlled selling within this yellow and blue, right? If we start to build more liquidity like this before moving up like that. Here on the daily chart, to understand the trend, we are at the top of this Bollinger Band, and what that now means is we have tested this 5-day, we got that upper Bollinger, so we may need to retest this 20-day here, or we remain above this 5-day moving average and we get another move higher. This Bollinger starts trending up, and 5-day, just like it has done here. You can see right here, we're at the top of this Bollinger, right? We're staying above it, and we just get another move higher, and we don't actually move back down. You can also see that there is maybe some form of head and shoulder right here on the daily with that sell-off that we had at the end of the day here. So if we do see something like this, we need to get below that 5-day moving average and see this 20-day starting to base like that, and then we can maybe see the 5-day trend lower below the 20 for a longer sustained downtrend if this really is the larger top. And if this is some form of top, there is plenty of liquidity to head down if we did start doing that, right, with tons of it being here. Now, you don't have to be trying to call the reversal. Let this 20-day and the 5-day, as well as the Bollinger Bands, guide you, right? In order for something like that to happen, you need to see, one, this 5-day below the 20, then you need to see some sort of resistance right here, right at those two moving averages, and then ultimately testing this bottom Bollinger Band. And then from there, this Bollinger Band needs to trend lower with this 5-day moving average, and you could see something like that. And even if there is a downtrend with the moving averages, right, and they are trending lower, you will see retests of those moving averages on the way down, especially with this bottom Bollinger right here and the 5-day, just as we do on the way up, testing the upper Bollinger and the 5-day before we move higher. Same thing on the way down, so you will retest this 5-day, bottom Bollinger, maybe a larger one to the 20, and so on like that. So if you are looking to enter puts, that is what you would be watching for. And over the next couple months, if there was, something like that, that is how it could occur. But thank you everybody for watching. I do plan on doing another live kind of analysis replay on TradingView, going over how I'm seeing the charts live if I get to it this weekend. But thank you everybody for watching, and I will see members Monday morning.